going to take maple syrup. Oh, the goodness of maple syrup coming together with some red chili, some smoked paprika, scenting that gorgeous chicken. Pair it on a bed of vegetables and you have a decadent meal. While we preheat the oven to 220 degrees Celsius for a good 15 minutes. And in the meantime, let's get to creating the marinade that goes out here. The entire chicken weighs approximately a kg to a kg 300 grams. Use a slightly large bird because you want the flavor to be sharper, but at the same time have that perfect synchronization within. So the first marination is really simple. Sprinkle in some salt on top. Put some salt into the cavity as well. Just go slightly overboard with the salt in the cavity so that the flavor passes through and through, along with some black pepper, freshly milled. Just sprinkle that into the cavity as well. And the fun part of taking a lime, squeezing the juice into the cavity and dunking the squeezed lemon inside. While we set this on the side, it's time to create that second marination. So into a bowl, I've got about 100 grams of melted salted butter. To that, I'm going to add a good heaped teaspoon of some red chili powder. Use any variant that suits your fancy, along with a heaped tablespoon of smoked red paprika powder. Put that in. Along with that, in goes a heaped teaspoon of some ginger garlic paste. Now I'm using ginger garlic paste. You can use chopped ginger and garlic, but I want the flavor to go right into the entire creation. Mix all this together into a perfect slurry. And finally, in goes nearly half cup of this gorgeous Canadian maple syrup. Pour the sheer amber gold into it and blend the entire thing with a quick whisk. It's now time to add some salt. So go with a teaspoon of iodized salt. You can use sea salt out here, but any salt works perfectly well. Now, while the flavor is the true beauty of the dish, I believe it's the color. What a burst of red it is. And now it's the fun part of just slathering this gorgeous marinade. Quite a messy affair into the nooks and crannies under the skin. While I did show you a glimpse of how to marinate the chicken, it is rather a messy affair, but the best way to get it done right is if you take your fingers and go in between the skin and breast. With that done, I've taken toothpicks and skewered the legs together and the wings nestled beautifully on the side. So this is ready. All we're going to do now is set it on the side and get to marinating the vegetables that go on the bed below. It's a cylinder with a slant, looks beautiful, and that's the joy of it. Into the bowl, along with nearly 2 large red onions cut into large chunks. That was frustration cutting actually, because I just peeled it and chopped it randomly. Into that goes 2 leeks that I've cut into 1-inch pieces, along with 4 stalks of celery finely sliced. You slice your celery on an angle to expose more surface area. Into this entire thing goes in 8 cloves of garlic finely minced, along with 1.5-inch piece of ginger, because you want the heat and you want the vegetables to be a highly flavorful mix. Now into that you just put about 20 mils to 30 mils of normal cooking oil. I'm using normal olive oil into it. Give it all a good tossing with some seasoning. So out here I've got a teaspoon of black pepper and the regular iodized salt. I'm just going to toss all this together and it goes as the most delicious bed of vegetables. Into a cast iron roasting pan this goes in, and I'm just going to take every last bit of it so that it's highly flavorful. Now while we just smoothen it out, on top I've got nearly 8 chipotle peppers that I've cut into half lengthwise just to scatter in and elevate in its beautiful coloring. So just put them all across here and there. Chipotle peppers have the heat but not the spice, and finally you rest your chicken on top. Now what I often like to do is I like to ensure that the remaining marinade is slathered on top, and I just pour it randomly in dollops so that it nestles on top. You can smoothen it out or just let it drizzle and drip right down. The common problem that you face when you roast like this at a very high temperature is your vegetables actually brown and get burnt. So to ensure that doesn't happen, just use half a cup of regular water on the base. This allows the vegetables to moisten and get a slight crunch as well. So this is a perfect food hack to employ. Now also I like to cook my chicken breast side down so that the fat from the back of the chicken melts into it. But if you're not doing that, since it's a large bird, you just slather streaks of bacon on top. Now usually I'm not going to serve this bacon because this is going to be my treat, perfectly crisped up to enjoy. While the bacon ensures that the chicken stays nice and moist, it's the perfect cooked treat for me that I can indulge in as a evening snack. So this goes into the oven at nearly an hour and a half to an hour and 15 minutes just to ensure that the chicken is cooked perfectly well. Now while you can ensure that the chicken cooks really well and that gorgeous red color comes together, you can allow the skin to crisp up or just enjoy it when it's done. The best way to check that is to take a skewer or a knife and pierce it into the leg. If the liquid comes out clean, it's good to go. So with this gorgeous baby ready of mine, it's time to enjoy this meal. While the chicken has roasted really well and the maple and the chili flavor just transcends, and any dripping along with that bacon fat scents the vegetables below. A decadent meal, and the spice balances out with that mango confusion of a Greek salad. I hope you enjoyed creating a very twisted version, yet a styled up variant of a simple roast chicken. The maple chili roast is sure to be one that goes into your recipe books for many more times to come. Don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button, and as I always say, don't forget to subscribe.